Abuja was a busy city full of sounds and movement. The sun was hot and the construction site was dusty. Awal, a tall, thin 27-year-old Hausa man, wiped sweat from his forehead. He worked hard, carefully placing bricks one by one. He missed his village, but Abuja had something special: opportunity. One evening, after a long, tiring day, Awal went back to his small room. A package was waiting for him. It was from his grandfather, a man he hardly remembered. Curious and a little nervous, Awal carefully opened it. Inside, he found a simple hausa cap. It was dark blue with fancy stitching. Touching the fabric made him feel like he was back in his village. He remembered his father wearing a similar cap years ago. His father, a respected man in their village, had died when Awal was young. He missed him very much. Putting on the cap felt like going back in time, like finding something he'd lost. But then, something amazing happened. When the cap touched his head, he felt a rush of energy. The cap grew, turning into a long, flowing blue robe. The fabric felt cool, almost like it was alive, and it seemed to hum with power. He looked down and saw a beautiful dagger at his waist. It had appeared out of nowhere, but it felt right, like it was meant to be there. He looked in the mirror. He wasn't the tired construction worker anymore. He saw a warrior, strong, mysterious, and dressed in something ancient. He felt both scared and excited. What was happening? What kind of magic was this? And where did the dagger come from? He had so many questions, but one thing was clear: his life would never be the same. The next day, at the construction site, everything went wrong. A loud boom shook the air, and a huge cloud of dust rose up. A building nearby had fallen down. People were screaming. Without even thinking, Awal knew what he had to do. He ran back to his room, thinking about the falling building. He rushed inside, grabbed the cap and put it on. The blue robe covered him and the dagger appeared. He felt the power again, stronger this time. He felt confident, strong and ready. This wasn't just clothing. It was armor. It was his destiny. He didn't understand it all, but people needed help. He ran back outside. The collapsed building was a mess. Rubble was everywhere. People were trapped and their cries were faint. Rescue workers were arriving, looking worried. Awal jumped into the wreckage. The robe moved easily, helping him. He lifted heavy pieces of debris, much stronger than usual. He found a woman and her child trapped together. They were scared. Carefully and quickly he pulled them out and carried them to safety. Then he went back to the rubble. He had to save more people. As Awal kept digging, a group of men came up to him. They had weapons and masks. They didn't look like they wanted to help. They looked dangerous. They pushed past him, going towards a part of the rubble where more people were trapped. One of them spoke in a mean voice. "Get out of our way," he said. "This is none of your business." Awal didn't move. He touched the dagger. The robe felt like it was buzzing with energy, making him feel brave. "You will not hurt these people," Awal said, his voice sounding stronger than usual. Even he was surprised. The men laughed at him. Then they started shooting. Bullets flew towards Awal and bounced off. The robe shimmered, like it had an invisible shield. Awal wasn't scared. He felt determined. He ran forward, his dagger shining in the sun. The men were surprised by how fast and strong he was. He moved like a storm. One by one, he knocked their weapons away. He didn't try to hurt them badly, just stop them. Some of the men ran away, but their leader stayed. He was angry. He wanted to fight. The leader attacked Awal. "You weren't supposed to fight back," he yelled. "They wanted to make you show your powers." He fought like he had nothing to lose, but it wasn't enough. Awal was too strong and too fast. He quickly took the man's weapon. The man fell to his knees, beaten. He looked up at Awal. He wasn't just angry anymore, he was scared and amazed. "Who are you?" he whispered. Awal didn't answer. He didn't know yet. He tied up the man and left him for the police who were arriving. Before anyone could stop him or ask questions, he disappeared into the crowd. He found a quiet place, away from all the noise. He needed to think. He needed answers. He looked at the robe and the dagger. These weren't just old things. They were part of something bigger. A legacy, a destiny. He thought of his father, the respected man from his village. Was this his inheritance, this power, this duty? As the sun began to set, he heard a voice. It sounded like a machine, but also familiar. "Oh, well," it said, "your training begins now. You are ready to join the Night Riders." The voice was strong and sure. Owal didn't understand everything, but he knew one thing. This was just the beginning. This was just